Hi everyone. Now we are going to discuss about how to create online assessment by using Google Forms in Google Classroom. First open the URL classroom.google.com. Click on sign in and again click on Google Classroom. Provide the username. Provide the password and click on next. So after logging to your classroom account, you can see your respective class. Click on the respective class name. Now go to classwork. In classwork we can create online quiz assessment. So click on create. Click on quiz assessment. Provide the title. Provide the instructions. Each question carries 2 marks. All questions are compulsory. And I'm giving here maximum marks of this assessment as 10. You can select the topic. I'm giving the topic name as computers. Now click on blank quiz. Rename the title of your blank quiz. So here also you can provide the rename this blank quiz title. So I'm giving the form title as computer science assessment. I'm making it as AMS PORPS computer science assessment. If you want, you can provide the description here. I'm giving the subject code. So if you want, we can provide the title of your website. Next, if you want, you can add one more title here, and here you can provide generalized instructions. So if you want, you can provide description here. If you don't want this description, just deactivate the description here. Next, if you want, you can add one more title by clicking on add title and description. Maximum points I'm giving it as 10. And maximum time I'm giving it as 10 minutes. So here also, if you want, you can use the description. If you don't want, just you can deactivate that by going to more button, deactivate the description. So after providing this, now we are moving to how to add the questions here. So I'm adding the first question. Name the screen that recognizes touch input. Is I'm giving the option recognition screen. Next, second option, point screen. Third option, touch screen. Fourth option, Android screen. So after providing all the 5 options, and remember that we are giving it as a multiple choice question, so here we are selecting multiple choice. So by default here multiple choice is there. So after giving all the 4 options, click on answer key, select the right answer and provide the number of points for this particular question. So I'm giving 2 points for this particular question and click on done. So first question is added, and here we can, if you want to make this question as mandatory, so then you can select here, just activate this required button. Now we are going to add one more question. Computer monitor is also known as, so here this question, second question is also I'm giving as a multiple choice. DVC first option, UVD second option, VDC third option, CCTV fourth option. After giving all the 4 options, click on answer key, select the right answer and specify the number of points for this particular question. Click on done. So now we have added 2 questions. Now we are moving to the third question. CPU stands for, so here what I'm doing is, instead of multiple choice, I'm selecting it as a short answer question. It's a single line answer and I'm going to answer key. So in answer key I'm giving the option as central processing unit and I'm giving the points as 2 points. After specifying these 2 points, click on done. So I am making this question is also as mandatory. So now 3 questions are completed. So now we are adding one more question. Just check it out. Click on answer key. Mark all other answers as incorrect. Select this one. When you are selecting, fill in the blanks. Provide the right answer and you can select this mark all other answers as incorrect and click on done. So now we are going to add one more question. KB stands for, select short answer and here select answer key, then provide the right answer and specify the number of points for this question. Mark all other answers as incorrect. Select this option and click on done. And if you want, you can make this also as mandatory, that is nothing but required. So 4 questions are completed, 2 fill in the blanks and 2 short multiple choice questions. We are adding one more question. LAN stands for, so here all this also I'm selecting it as a short answer. Click on answer key, provide the right answer. Local area network. Mark all other answers as incorrect. Specify the number of points for this question. Click on done and make this question also as mandatory. So now we have added all the 5 questions. See here, AMS PO RPS computer science assessment. So I am making this computer science assessment as a capital letters. So provide AMS PO RPS computer science assessment subject and we are providing our URL Next you are giving the instructions, all questions are compulsory. Maximum points we are giving it as 10 and maximum time we are giving it as 10 minutes. And the first question, name the screen that recognizes touch input, and here star indicates it's a mandatory. Next we are moving to the next question, computer monitor is also known as, and here I am making this also as a mandatory. So second question is also a mandatory. Next third one, KB stands for, so here this red star mark indicates that it is a mandatory. And fifth one, LAN stands for fill in the blank, short answer question. So like this we have added all the 5 questions, and now you can go and click on this customize theme. So when you click on this customize theme, you can select your required colors. So what are the color combination, whatever you want, you can select the required color. You can click on add color and you can select the required colors. So in theme selection you can select the required background colors, and in preview you can see your online quiz assessment form. So here we are getting the information like this: AMS PORPS computer science assessment, subject code and our website URL, and the star indicates the required field. All questions are compulsory. Maximum marks 10, maximum time 10 minutes, and you can see here each question and the corresponding corresponding points for each question. So first 2 questions are multiple choice questions, and the next 3 questions are short answer questions. That's nothing but one line answer questions. So this is a preview. After seeing this preview, if you want, you can make some changes in the title or something. So what I'm doing is here I'm making it as computer science assessment because it's going to the new line, and here we are giving little bit maximum points. Now again these whatever the changes you are doing, these changes will be automatically saved. So after doing the changes, again you can click on preview and you can see the preview of this particular form. So it is looking like this. So maximum marks, maximum points, and all the 5 questions. So all the everything is perfect here. So now once this form creation is completed, so here I'm giving some little bit comma. So once the form creation is completed, now go to the settings. So this first one is nothing but customize theme, second one is nothing but preview, and the third one is nothing but settings. So in settings under general we are selecting collect email addresses, so of the particular student, those who are writing. Restrict these users in AMS POWD public school and its trusted organizations. Limit to 1 response, select this checkbox. Next go to presentation, show progress bar, and next select the checkbox shuffle question order. Next click on quizzes. So here immediately after each selection release that grade, and on the bottom respondents can see missed questions, correct answers and point values. So click on save. So here for total 10 points we have created one computer science assessment with all the required details. So once the form creation is completed, you can close this form. Now here once the form is created, just check it out here, grade importing should be active. So we need to check it out, this grade importing should be active. So computer science title, we are giving instructions, you are going to blank quiz. If you want, you can click on create and we can create one more quiz also from here. You can click on forms, then it will add one more quiz here. So otherwise by default quiz you can continue and you can create your questions in this default blank quiz form. So here remember that this grade pointing should be enabled. Always this grade importing should be enabled, and you can select your class, students, maximum marks, no due date. If you want, you can specify here due date also. So for example, this due date is linked with your assignment. So once you click on assign, remember that this assignment will reach us to all the students in your particular class. So otherwise what we can do is we can schedule this assignment. So you can click on schedule. So May 4th 2020, and now the time is 8 o'clock. So what I am doing is I am scheduling it as by 8:05 p.m. So today, instead of March 4th, I am making it as March 3rd 8:05 p.m. I am scheduling this one, means within 5 minutes this assignment will be scheduled to the students. Now in the same thing, once it is scheduled, see here now again I'm going to edit. If you want, you can specify the due date also. So you can specify what is the due date. So what I'm doing is in the same date, I'm giving the time also as 8:20 p.m. So I'm same day I'm giving the time as this is the due date for this particular assessment. So this is nothing but scheduled assessment. If you want, you can specify the scheduled time and everything. If you don't want that scheduled assessment, then directly click on assessment, click on assign before starting the exam. So once the assessment is completed, once it is scheduled, now you can close this assignment. Now automatically it will be scheduled to all the students. At what time it is scheduled? At 8:05 p.m. today. So within 2 to 3 minutes this assignment will be scheduled, and it will reach to all the students which are available in your classroom. So here 2 students are there. So now this assignment will reach us to the 2 students within 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. So this is how to create Google Classroom online assessment with both multiple choice questions and fill in the blanks. So once the preparation is completed, once the process is completed, now you can log out from your account. Now we will see how the student will answer the quiz questions from their account. So now for this, student should always log on to their classroom account. Open the URL classroom.google.com. Log on to the student account. Provide student username, password. So students can log on to their Google Classroom account and they can see their respective class. So students can click on their respective class. The computer science assessment posted by the teacher. So students can, after logging to their classroom account, just click on their respective classes. So here 12th class is the classroom. Under stream you can see the assessment, or otherwise in classwork also you can see your assessment. So 2 ways are there. So anyway, from any method you can go, just click on your assessment. Now you can see here name is computer science assessment posted by the teacher at 8:16, and you can see here computer science assessment Google form is there. Just click on that computer science assessment Google form, and now the student can answer the questions. So I am giving the answers here. Next, second answer. Next, moving to the third one, computer monitor is also known as visual display unit. CPU stands for central processing unit. Next, fifth question, name the screen that recognizes touch input is nothing but touch screen. So a student can check all these questions here. Star indicates mandatory. You can see here mandatory star indication is there for all the 5 questions. Maximum 10 points and maximum time 10 minutes. And the subject code, remember that student email ID will be recorded here. After verifying all these options, just click on submit. So once you click on submit, so your response will be submitted to the teacher, and you can, when you click on view score, so you can see the score, total score 10 out of 10 is the total points here. So your assessment is completed. So just you can close that document, and you can close that assessment document, and you can log out from your account. So your assessment is completed. So this is the procedure how to attempt your online assessment test. Now teachers can log on to their account and they can see the response submitted by the students. So I am going to the classroom account. Teacher, as a teacher, we are logging to the classroom account. So log on to the teacher account. So one student has submitted the response. Now we will see whether it is reflecting in our class or not. So 12th class. So you can go to grades. Teacher can go to grades. So we posted the assignment for total 2 students. So one student has attempted that one. So click on this computer science. After clicking on computer science, you can click on import grades. Then these grades will be downloaded from Google server to the classroom account. So click on import. So once the import has been done successfully, you can see here one student has attempted, and you can see the score of the student, and one more student has not attempted the exam still now. So like this, a teacher can see the student name and the grading points. So as a teacher, you can come out from your account. So now again we will see the process. One more student is there. We are logging to the student account. Again I am repeating, the second, as a student you can join to their account. So this process is for students, how they can attempt online quiz assessment. So log on to the student account. After log on to the student account, they can see their respective class. So after clicking on their respective class, they can see the assessment posted by the teacher. So you can see that assessment under stream. Otherwise in classwork also we can see the assessment, computer science assessment, both ways are there. So you can use any method. So even you can go to click on this computer science assessment, and you can click on view assignment. Then open the computer science Google form. So you can see here all the 5 questions, and you can answer the 5 questions. So provide the answers for the questions. So our questions are mandatory. You can see here asterisk symbol is there. This red color asterisk indicates the fields are mandatory. So that's nothing but a student must and should submit the response for this particular question. After submitting all the questions, click on submit button, and you can see the click on view score, where you can see the score of this particular student. So you can see the score as 4 out of 10. So first question is correct, and you can see here second question, local area network, it's a right answer, but the problem is these letters are case sensitive. So if the exact answer is matching, then only the answer will be correct. So here this local area network, the correct answer given by the teacher is local area network. So here you are giving all lowercase letters. So as a teacher will provide all the possible combinations like smaller case letters, uppercase letters, and the starting letter as a capital. All the options will be provided by the teacher in the fill in the blank options, short answer questions. So that's the reason why these questions are error here, because the answer is correct, kilobyte is correct, but the problem is case sensitive. So in fill in the blanks, if it is matching exactly, then it will give the points, otherwise it will not give the points. So that's the reason all these 3 questions are wrong. So but it's generally here, this is a trial session how we are doing. So in exam, teacher will give all the possible options for fill in the blanks. So this is the result, and teacher can rectify these answers. They can change their marks also after verifying these lowercase letters. They can check and they can verify the option. So that option will be there for teachers, don't worry. So now close your computer science assessment. You can close your another quiz form and log out from your account. Now as a teacher can log on and they can check the assessment of the second student. I am logging to the teacher account. So click on the respective class. So now we will go to the grades where we can see the performance of the second student. So click on computer science and click on import grades. Then only the second student grade will be imported here. Points will be imported. So 4 are there. So we can second student. So we can go to the second student details. So teacher can cross check. So teacher can cross check the grades. So they can click on view submission. So teacher can correct these assessment options. So all the three possible options we are giving. Similarly, for the next question, we are doing the correction answer key. Click on done. So for the third question also, teacher can make the changes here in the answer key. So all the three options we are giving. Otherwise we can do one more here. We can give an instruction here. Fill in the blank. Answers should be written in lowercase letters. So we can give a standard instruction that for all the fill in the blank questions. So fill in the blank questions. Answers should be written in lowercase letters. So these changes will be automatically reflected. And you can click on responses here. So after checking the responses, we can see 1:1 responses done by the student. So first we are going to the first student 10 out of 10, second student we are reviewing. So second student, first answer 2 marks, second answer 2 marks, third one 2, it's a right answer. So test online student, so all the questions are correct now. And once the verification is completed for the 2 students, so first student also all the questions are correct. So after verification, after verifying the student answers individually, the teacher can officially click on this release score, so that the score will be sent to all the student email IDs. So click on send mail, emails and release. So now the final result will be forwarded to the student email IDs. So this is how a teacher can cross check their answers. Even if there is any mistake in the key, they can rectify that key, and that rectified key will be affected to the student answers. And finally teacher will cross check each and every student answers, and finally they can click on release score. Then only the final result will be released to the students. So this is how the teacher will evaluate the process. So once it is completed, then we can log out from the account. You can close this assessment thing, and you can see here, just click on import grades. So initially 10 and 4, these are the 2 grades which are imported, because rest of the 3 answers are treated as wrong based upon the case sensitive. But after that we have made the changes, teacher has done the changes in the key, then automatically those changes are reflected to the student. So the student got, now the second student also got 10 out of 10. So there is no chance of getting a wrong answer in these multiple choice questions and fill in the blanks. So this is the process how teacher can also rectify these answers, and how they can evaluate the process. So once the process is completed, we can log out from the account. Thank you. I hope all of you are understand the process of how to create online assessment and how to evaluate the student student answers, and still if there is any mistake, we can also rectify that. Thank you. Bye.